let's work with Liquify. Now, we have the Liquify tools in the filter menu. If you go to Filter, Liquify, a whole new window comes up, of course, with your picture here. I can hold down spacebar and move this image around if I wish. Now, dealing with Liquify, you have several tool options: brush size, brush density, and brush pressure. These are the three basics. Now, I have some tools here on the left: forward warp tool, reconstruct, twirl, pucker, bloat, push left, mirror tool, turbulence tool, freeze mask tool, and thaw mask, and of course the hand and the zoom. Now let's take a look at the freeze mask tool. What it's going to do is paint with red. Now, anything with red in this particular window will be left unaffected. You won't be able to affect those areas. So Liquify liquefies the image. So if I choose pucker, I decide to squeeze this down a little bit. And see how I'm just clicking, and you see the center of the flower is simply puckering down. It's squeezing down. But if I click over here, you see nothing happens. Why? Because it's red. And the red areas indicate that you cannot affect those areas. So it's like locking those areas. So I can simply close this in a little bit. And I can choose my little eraser and clean up those areas. Perhaps I want to be a little bit picky. There we go. Now I can simply pucker the outside, but you see the red areas don't get affected at all. See, the red areas stay still. Just like that. Now, pucker is great. Bloat just makes things really big. It bloats them. You can see I could really expand. I could expand those areas that are not painted red, but the areas that are red are left alone. Pretty neat. And of course push left, which allows us to push the pixels left. Or simply mirror, the mirror tool. We'll just mirror to the other side. And of course turbulence, which is great for like smoke and water. And freeze mask, which we know. And of course the thaw. Wants to thaw this image out. And finally the hand tool that moves things around and zoom in and zoom out if necessary. When all is said and done, I can simply click OK, and whatever I do is simply written in stone. In the next lesson, we're going to work with what's called the pattern maker.